Over this winter, one of the things to my dismay, I found that the hatches I had installed earlier all leaked. One of them severely. A lot of water got into the inside of the boat. So it means I'm going to have to take them off and rebed them. Now these hatches have got, if you remember, the teak base underneath the hatch between the deck. So my original plan was that I'm going to remove these and just try and reseal them. So here I am taking the hatch off. One of the things I had to do was to drill out all of the screws almost to get this hatch off the deck, which means I'm going to completely destroy the teak framing. So I'm going to have to get that remade. Here we see the hatch off. You can see the polybutyl tape under the bottom there, and it looks like it really didn't seal too well, obviously, because we had water in the boat. So I'm going to scrape all that off. With that all scraped off, I taped it off, sanded it down a bit, drilled the holes out, and I'm filling them all with penetrating epoxy. Since there was quite a bit of water intrusion, I was worried about getting deck rot in the coring. So I'm going to let that dry, run the hatch over to the wood shop and get new molding, teak molding made there so we can reinstall the hatch. If you watched last week's vlog, you saw the big announcement about the new SV RockChalk baseball hats, and we had a giveaway for that. So I'm pleased to announce this week that we have a winner. And that winner is Roger Stevens. Not only is he the winner of the baseball cap, he's also the 100th subscriber to this channel, so that's really a quite big milestone for us. So Roger, if you're out there and you're watching this week, get a hold of me. Shoot me a Facebook message, get a hold of me via email, go through YouTube, and I'll get your mailing information and get that hat out to you. So enjoy it, and for everybody else, thanks for stopping back in, and if you'd like to get one a hold of those hats, let me know and we'll get one out to you. Thanks a lot. I'd like to take a break here at the channel from all the action and ask you, if you enjoy what you see here on the channel, go ahead and hit that subscription button. We'd really appreciate it. Also, give us a thumbs up. The positive feedback is always enjoyed. Now, I've had a leak up in the V-berth for a while, and I was able to track that back to a chain pipe that I installed a few years back. So I took that off, drilled out the holes, filled that with penetrating epoxy just like I did on the hatches, reinstalled that with the gasket and some more polybutyl tape, since the deck there is a little bit curved, and I think that was adding to the leaking. So here you see the polybutyl tape after tightening it down. I let it sit for a few minutes and the polybutyl tape will squeeze out. After that, I cut off the polybutyl tape excess, and here we have the finished product. I'm installing a saltwater washdown pump so when we lift the chain we can hose it off. Here you see the deck penetration, getting ready to seal it to the deck. After cleaning the deck area with some acetone, I used some polybutyl tape on that. Here you see the same procedure, tightening it down and letting the polybutyl tape squeeze out over the edges. Cut that off and tighten it down a little bit, and here you see the finished product. Okay, we're going to close out another vlog for this week. Tune in next week as we start some mast work and really get into those boatyard jobs. As always, thank you for stopping in, and we'd love to hear from you.